So normally we'd have the ceremony and then we'd go out paddling, but you guys are all stars. And we have a really special star that showed up. So I am so excited. So anyway, there's a legend that goes behind dragon boating and the eye dotting ceremony called the Awakening of the Dragon. And it's the Dragon Boat Festival has been celebrated in China since ancient times. And today it's an international sport practiced around the world. For many people, the dragon boat races and the arrival of the summer are a time to remember one of China's most famous poet-patriots, Hu Yan. His death took an importance equal to that of his life. Hu Yan, a statesman and poet who lived more than 2,300 years ago in the state of Chu, hated corruption, but he was surrounded by it. When he tried to introduce fair policies, his fellow ministers wouldn't hear of it. They plotted and told the king lies about him, and so Hu Yan was sent away in disgrace. Still, Hu Yan remained loyal to his king. For 67 years, he lived in exile, writing beautiful poetry that told of his passion and the love of his country. In time, he became a hero who was admired and loved by all the people. In 278 BC, on the 5th day of the 5th month of the lunar calendar, Hu Yan heard that enemy troops had invaded the state of Chu and were storming the palace to overthrow the king. Hu Yan was heartbroken. Rather than see his country conquered by the enemy, he decided to kill himself. Full of sadness, he went to the edge of the Milo River, grabbed a huge rock as a weight, and threw himself into the water. He sank immediately and drowned. Fishermen along the river are said to have jumped into their boats, paddled out to rescue him. When the fishermen realized there was no hope of finding their hero alive, they threw dumplings wrapped in bamboo leaves into the water in hope that the fish would eat this food rather than Hu Yan's body. The fishermen also tried to scare off the hungry spirits and fish by banging drums and splashing the water with their paddles. The search for his body has evolved into present-day dragon boat racing. Every year on the anniversary of Hu Yan's death, which became known as the Dragon Boat Festival, the people of China make rice packages called zongji, rice dumplings that are traditionally wrapped in bamboo leaves and tied with string to honor the memory of their beloved poet Hu Yan. Zongji are also thrown into the water as an offering to feed the spirit of Hu Yan and the river dragon. The people of South China remember the sacrifice made by Hu Yan with the custom of racing dragon boats adorned with dragon heads and tails. The Dragon Boat Festival is celebrated as a public holiday and is believed to protect the people from evil spirits and disease for the rest of the year. An ancient ritual called Awakening the Dragon is also performed, where the eyes of the dragon head are literally dotted as a symbol to awaken the spirit of the dragon. Honorees are usually selected to dot the eyes of the dragon head. They should bow 3 times to the dragon head, then dot the eyes of the dragon. The ink used to dot the dragon eyes is red and is mixed with a scant amount of water from the river and even less than a scant amount of earth you are standing on. The eye dotting ceremony is typically performed in countries around the world as a celebration and the opening of paddling season and to bless boats and paddlers. So at this time, I would like to present Pat, who has organized this ceremony.
And this is a ceremony we've been doing in Kent for several years now. And even though it says the 5th month and the 5th day or whatever, we do it at the opening of dragon boating season. And it's a typical kind of thing. And thank goodness for good weather today. So today I'm going to combine 2 things, but I want first put your attention here to the ceremonial offerings that we have, that we offer to the dragon to appease him, because you never know, he might be lurking out there. So because he is a hungry dragon, and if one of us falls in the water, we don't want him to nibble on us. The dumplings are here. And Fong, how do you say that?
粽子
Of course. And there's wine and rice and incense, which brings beautiful spirits to the sky, etc. And it's on a gold tablecloth. And actually, there would be some little packets of money. I think they're hidden away somewhere, little offerings of money. So these are very traditional gifts that we would offer to the dragon. And each of these items has a significance. So I think what we'll do is use this occasion right now then to honor our person. And this is a person who's participated wholeheartedly in all aspects of dragon boating, here and with other teams and with things when we move the old boat, trucking it onto the trailer and doing a lot of things like that. So we have a gift certificate for them from one of our sponsors, 9 Yards Brewery. And our honoree this day is a dynamic duo of Bruce and Carol. Oh my gosh. Balcony type, remember? So okay, so you have to share. We used to paint the eyes open, and this is just so much easier just to use a dry brush and pretend that the dragon's eyes are open and he's ready for action. Yay! And here's a presentation from all of us with many thanks for all your hard work. My pleasure. Try to bring this tradition to us and see how it's been going on for years and years, and to realize how people normally paddle kneeling in the boat without a bench. Can you imagine what it's like on the knees? Yikes. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Let's go enjoy our food and
So the
company of each other.
The dragon has awakened.
Yes. Yes.
Watch out.
So, but while we're